and dive right on in. Was what everyone is here to hear.
Right.
Since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
So who you want to answer that?
I
I
would
mean,
like
you.
Jesse to talk.
I was gonna say, Jesse, you already started.
Yes.
Nah, so okay. So I wanted to go on a date. I feel
Okay.
like maybe she did too. Late shortly after the episode,
No.
everybody, the contestants, tried to figure out what we were gonna do for that night. That was my first time in Arizona, so then we went out. We had a little group chat, and we was
Okay.
communicating. Trying to get her to meet up. I don't know where the communication lapsed or something, but she ended up not making it. Did it rub me the wrong way? Not like no, but it's like I just felt like I'm here for the
Mm-hmm.
night, and like I'm driving back tomorrow. Like what us up? So no, we didn't have a date, but
Damn.
I think it still could be on the table.
Okay.
Damn.
Monet, let's
She
hear
gotta
from
come
you.
here though. She gotta come to
Oh, she
LA
gotta go to
though.
LA. Monet,
Hey,
where are you at again?
That's not that far considering, Arizona.
You're in Phoenix.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
she right in
okay.
Phoenix.
So what
She's not that far, but far, but
happened? He said you didn't make it out with him.
right next door to each other.
So,
see what I'm saying?
he's right. He's correct about that. I did not. And I did tell him in between the time I was getting ready, changing outfit, wasn't going out in the same outfit I was just on the show with.
Right.
That's one. Two, I personally feel like Jesse didn't want me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very robust.
Well, what kind of? Whoa, okay.
But I feel like
What?
Jesse,
That's crazy.
yes. So
That's how.
Hold on.
Yeah, why do you
You,
think that Jesse didn't want you?
because I personally felt more energy between Jesse and the first girl, and
Oh,
after
Who's the first girl again?
I wanted to say
what's
Chanel,
her
but I don't know
name?
if her name's Chanel. Light skin, she was tall.
Oh, she had contacts.
Yes,
The
yes,
break. Okay,
yes,
okay, okay.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah, we remember her.
yes, and after you guys posted the show, I was like, oh, so what I felt was confirmation because remember I went on after, so I didn't see the energy.
Oh, so you're saying that I mean, yeah, well, like she was attractive, but I stand by my reason that I popped for her because like she had a lot of different additions that she
Okay,
had. So it's like, but I mean,
wait,
just because. Okay, I don't want to cut you off. I'm sorry.
yeah, because I don't. I
Sorry. Go ahead, Monet. Go
I want to
ahead.
make sure I'm not making this about her as well. So I want to explain the reason. That was the first reason, and that was like our first introduction. Like as we were all trying to get up with each other, text, group chat, she came.
Okay. Wait a minute. You already added a body into the equation. So any of the things that you say after this, that was the cause of y'all not going on a date. These things, this person is probably in your mind. So that person that sparked it off, this happened, and this happened. This person's engraved in your brain. He liked the other girl anyway. Well, this happened. He liked the other girl anyway. Well, this happened. He liked the other girl anyway. So
Walking over, and her and Jesse was more engaged, and he was more so interested in where the group was going. We were the only people that matched.
so there's more bodies, the girl than the group. Now, I always say, like, I'm not really that interested that much in going out with. I mean, I'm sure people are cool, but it's like after every episode of Pop the Balloon, is it a thing to be like, where are we all going? Even though I match with somebody and it's like, yo, we could just do something ourselves. Like, hey, what's up? Is that the whole thing to just go, oh, after Pop the Balloon, we always go to have a party, woo, rap party, I mean, I'm not saying don't do that, but we can see the last few matches where it led to nothing really too good for what the show was actually for. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't have fun. Some people have fun, then go out on a date right after. That would be cool. I would like that.
The way that happens is,
Lounge, hookah spot, some restaurant.
you and
Rooftop.
I need to do something. Like you need to walk me to my car. So he didn't walk me to my car. So that was like strike one. That's one.
Uh-oh.
Two
No, that's right too.
was you didn't ask me on a date. Like we were supposed to get to know each other that night if we are interested in each other.
Mhm.
So, and
Mm.
okay, this is the last little
I got my rebuttal on the way.
Oh.
okay, this is my last little supper.
Uh-huh.
I wanted after we walked off and we sat down, all the girls turned around and told me I made the wrong decision.
Uh-oh.
Everybody was telling me like
Word.
he want
So it's hold on.
he wanted her, and then me and Jesse are sitting next to
That's
each other,
funny.
and I'm the one engaging. I felt more engaged with him.
You don't want to make this whole thing about her, but then the third strike, which you say is the third strike, which is really the fourth strike. So two of the strikes is her. First of all, he wanted her. Second of all, it seemed like you didn't even want me, and let's collaborate that with you didn't want me and you wanted to go out with everybody else instead. Didn't seem like you was interested. The next of all is her again. The other girls were saying he liked her, so shit, he ain't had no chance.
Like,
Ask him, why did you decide to match with me if this was the case so bad?
oh, where you from? So how's this? And he wasn't, like I said, he didn't seem interested in me. He seemed more interested in what the group had going on. He went out with the group. Yes, he checked on me to see where I was at, but after I noticed that, and Jesse, I asked you, did you come on here for love? Yeah. So did you come on here for love?
And we both said we came for the
No.
same thing.
Who is we? I said I came here for love. You when you told me your answer, and
What
I
was my what did I say my answer
What
was?
was the
no,
answer?
you
Yeah,
said
what was
okay. So
that? What was that? What was that?
you said, well,
I
I
got a
didn't.
lot of I got a lot of topics to rebuttal about to
Okay, okay, you
reply
can.
to that one.
I'm
Keep
here.
going.
Okay, so you said not necessarily. I came here for my business, but if I was to find love, then yeah. Then when you found
Oh,
out that
okay.
wasn't my real hair, you said, "Can I get my balloon back?" That was another strike.
Wait. When did I say that?
We was walking in. You was like, I like that you got your
When
natural
did I
hair.
say that?
We was walking in. You was like, I like that you got your natural hair. I was like, dang, it look good. I did it myself. You was like,
Oh
I love some natural hair. I love it.
yeah, hold on.
oh, can
Hey,
I get my
hold
balloon
on.
back?
I feel like it's my turn to speak because you're spinning a lot of the things that happened into
Mm-hmm.
your favor, but that's fine that
No,
you
Yeah,
I
want to
Jesse,
be.
because we got a lot of questions, but we're
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah, you gave like goddamn 5, 6 reasons.
let you
cause it's
rebuttal,
okay.
okay,
It's
and then I'm
okay
gonna go in
because
with the questions. But
the
wait,
lady
hold on. Is Monet? Are you finished before we switch to Jesse?
it's just the finishing touch. So that I just
Okay.
wanted to
the
say
The
finishing
those.
finishing
touch.
touch.
No, that was just the reasons to answer your
Okay.
question on why I felt he wasn't interested. It was
Okay.
just I just named all the strikes. It was just that,
Okay.
and then he was just more into my body. Like you know, my behind was nice, and you know we was in the back, and you was like, I feel like your behind can poke out a little bit more. I want to see. Then you wanted to spend night over my house. Like it was just too much
Wait, what
physical
the what is
that
she?
I feel
What the
like.
heck? This
Okay, so
hold on.
that's
Hey,
me. Let's hear
hold
it.
on.
Okay. Go ahead,
Let's
Jesse. Go ahead and list
let's
everything you want to
hold on.
list.
Let's get this thing straight because this
Septica. Are you exposing private conversations that y'all had, or what?
because now what she's trying to do is make a moment out of this.
No, it's true.
Because hold on.
Okay.
That don't mean you ain't trying to make a moment. That's not saying you lying. You're just trying to make a moment.
We got a lot. We got a lot to cover now.
Go ahead.
So man. So the first thing she said, she watched the video and she thought I was attracted to okay, yeah, I was attracted to the first girl. There was yeah, I'm allowed to be attracted to women that uh secondly, you said that what'd you say? You said so much. You said that the girls when you sat down, they said that
The girl's got in her ear.
you made the wrong choice. Okay, that's fine. That has nothing to do. That's their opinion. Whatever. As far as like being into, like we weren't supposed to be talking. We were sitting down. Like me and you were talking frequently throughout the thing, but we're trying to be quiet for the filming, rest of it to be filmed. Okay. Then after that, you said I didn't. I was worried about the group. Yes, I thought that like it would be a fun thing to go as a group, yeah, and have a good night with you two as a group setting out. and that could still be like a date as well. You know what I'm saying? A one-on-one, like, yeah, we could still do the one-on-one if you would have came out and things could have led to the next day, like you asked me when it was recording about what am I doing tomorrow. But the only thing I had to do the
Oh,
next
okay.
day, it was go hit the road again. So with that being said,
Okay.
I ran to the
But
restroom
were you free for the whole next day? You didn't have to hit the road to go back to work or nothing like that. When he did just say, I didn't have anything to do the next day except for hit the road. So I guess he was free that next day or something like that. But I guess before he could even get to her, she cut him off some type of way. We'll get to the details.
to pee. When I came back, you weren't there. You were gone. So you can't say I didn't walk you. I walk you to your car? That's why I'm saying you're spinning a few things here. Then you talking about the reason I like on the show. Like, am I like I do music. That's what I do. That's my passion. That's my love. Like I'm more focused on that.
Okay.
Obviously this she has a great platform. I am a single man that is open to that. So it's like, yeah, I think that it's a great platform. And if I was find love, yeah, I think that would be amazing. I think the possibilities are high. I've seen the women that they vet to get on the show. Yeah, so that.
I mean, this show does give you a lot of exposure. If you remember an old episode of Pop the Balloon, I forgot what the dude's name was, but one of the earlier episodes when a person kind of showed that it was a great platform was the dude with the pies. I forgot, it was something pies, something pies. What was his name?
Sorry, I'm just trying to
I can see BM getting mad at that.
cover all of
Yeah,
the
you
things
did.
that you said.
You checked.
Uh, then talking about the whole state of the night your place. Yeah, I made jokes and stuff talking about because there was a big fight in Arizona that night. I was like, man, these Airbnbs, these things are 300, 400 a night. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm have to drive back tonight or whatever. Yeah, I made my comment like that. Like, did I really want to stay at a stranger's house? No.
Yeah, get a hotel.
Crazy.
Obviously, we were
First of all, hotels are cheaper and you get better service, free food, and everything.
a stranger.
Because I
Anyways, come
said
on, let's
that.
not. So then talk about your body. Yes, I made comments about how you have a nice figure. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that proves your statement wrong that I'm not interested in you. That's a part of you. Yeah, I think you're beautiful too. Anyways, as far as the hair thing too that you mentioned, I was just talking to you, and it was you could tell like if you could read the room that wasn't that big of a deal to me. You know, I already matched with you. Like I was joking when I said, "Oh, can I get my loom back?" We both laughed about it. I thought that it was funny. And I'm not sure if I covered everything, but I feel confident in my replies to everything that she said. But if that I did make you feel that way, and clearly I did, I stand on taking accountability, and I do apologize if that's the way that it was read. But I just had to clear that up because I didn't want things to be
Hey,
spread when
hey, man, we've all, even that's happened to me, even me before. But I'm gonna give you some context. It'll be something like 3 months later. You know what you said to me back in October, and it'll be like goddamn January or something. That one thing you said to me, I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? That remember the one time we were talking and such? That's been sticking with me the whole time in my head. I'm like, yo, fam, what? Like it'll be something that you mentioned like a long time ago, something that you didn't even think mattered that much. It's something that'll stick with somebody. Oh my god, that I've been thinking about that the whole time. It's like you've been acting off of that one thing. No, this is what I meant. Here's the full something that's a lot like. Okay, I didn't know that you didn't express that you felt that way at all. Like, well, I didn't want to say anything. No, say that's the problem. Say something. You know what I mean?
whenever people watch this, because it's like, come on, don't paint me out to be like that.
So Jesse, you said obviously, you're a musician. We all know that.
Hmm.
But my question is, what your intentions when you applied on this show, was it to make yourself, gain followers and people know who you are, or was your
No,
first thing
first,
finding someone? Because
well,
when
first
you said that right now, it sounded like you came
it's
on
okay. No,
to
I can
promote
clear. I
yourself.
can no. I can clear that up. It's kind of
Okay.
like I'm firstly it's like a fan of the show. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's like being a fan of like what's the word? I mean, like the game show or something. It's like, and there's a prize at the end. Like, so for that's for me. That's why I love the platform. I support black businesses. I'm half black. I'm black. I say I'm black. Whatever.
We
Anyway, so
appreciate
I support it. You know what I'm
it.
saying? So from that stance, so. I took it very serious whenever BM was like, "Yo, if you're just here for followers, you know, like." So
Hmm.
no, like that's when I say the platform is because I'm a fan of it,
Okay.
you know. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much that helps your case, but okay.
So that hopefully that clears that up. That wasn't the,
It didn't really, but
you know.
Okay. And now to kind of go
nice try. Nah.
back to what Monet had said, why didn't you ask her on a date? Why were you so focused on going out with people when you did end up matching?
Well, I mean, it was already very very late that night, and also like she's saying that that's all that I was focused on, but like
Hmm.
that's what she was. I was asking what she's about to do, and she was like, "Well, we're in the group chat. Da 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 da. I gotta go change." And everybody was like, "We're about to go out," and I was like, "Okay," because I'm not from there, so it's
Hmm.
like I knew that once I was gonna be with her, like. You know, yeah, as a group, but it's like I'm an adult. We could split off, go to another spot. You know what I'm saying? Hookah spot or wherever. So that's how my mind was thinking. You know, I'm going with the flow, obviously, because I'm only there for a short amount of time.
Right. Hmm.
Had to leave the next day, so
Okay.
that's kind of just how I was thinking.
So Monet, with you actually being from Phoenix, like you live here,
But now he's saying he had to leave the next day. So I guess, he got to get back in time for work or whatever else he has scheduled.
did you think like that was a point where you could have been like, hey, like there are places that are open late that we could go to? Like, did you mention that to him?
I never did because
Because the other girl.
the
Okay.
way it was brought to my attention as soon as we stepped out. Um, I want to say Jade or Chanel, the girl who I said he's interested, she came and walked over and would say, "So what you guys doing?" That's why while me and Jesse were talking, and
I
Jesse
Hmm.
said,
remember.
"Well, what y'all on?" She was like, "Well, we have a group chat." She said, "It's all girls." BM already told me and Jesse, like, "Okay, y'all here, y'all match, don't exchange numbers and get into that." And I feel like we went left. I feel like you were more interested in hanging out, whether or not we were
Man, nuke the group chats, man. Just nuke them
supposed
shits.
to go to whatever Shanae's was after. That's okay. How about we go together? How about I get to know you? Like, you didn't call me, you didn't text me. When you did call and text, that's when
I
you
did
guys
text
were
you.
already there. The way I expect my man to be, as if I'm matching with someone, forget everybody else. We match. I'm trying to get to know you. It's not even about nobody else. I'm trying to get to know you. And that's how I expected my man. And it's because I came on this show for love. So when somebody is
Hmm.
intentional with you, someone who really is getting to know you and want to know you and pursue you and learn and grow, if this is our only time we have together, why are we sharing it with other people? And that's just how I feel. So I'm not saying how you felt or how you moved was wrong. I honor that. I respect that. It's just not my type. That's just not my type. I like
She's saying what I said earlier. And I always say this. I'm going to always say this. Especially if you have to leave the next day and you're long distance. Always keep this trip, like, make 2 days for yourself, 3 days, especially if she lives right in Phoenix too, right there, and I gotta leave. Make it to, if I gotta leave the next day, we hanging out tonight. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do something that I'll leave tomorrow morning. Or I'll leave the day after tomorrow. We gonna do something tomorrow morning or whatever. We gonna plan this out.
a man.
All
I
right.
like a
A
man
little
who's
bit.
all for me. And I'm not saying it's
Okay.
compared to no other group or no other woman, but the men that are interested in me, they show that interest. And I would say that I was more into you than you were into me until I saw the actions behind it and it all made sense because because why you came on here. So I personally feel if you came on here for love and then like your business, then I would have felt that. But I do feel like you came for business, and if I could find love, then it's gonna be love.
I never came for
Well,
business.
you
You
said
know,
because you know what you do.
I never told you business. I never told you that.
Okay, well maybe.
Um, but once again, if that's how you feel, I mean, I think it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of skewed because I remember when we were talking and Chanel came up And it's kind of crazy how you could say that you thought I was into her whenever us as a group, me and you, remember she was talking to us. She said she actually wanted the guy that was in the pink, the first guy that was in the lineup. And what did I do? She said she was nervous. Don't. I went over there to him to put him on to her.
Oh.
So, and they started talking. So I don't see
Oh,
how that can
really?
mean that I'm on like, yeah,
Okay.
it's okay. Things are getting spent like but it's fine though. Because like I could see how.
I would have said that in the beginning. As soon as she said, I would have cut her off. I would have interrupted her in the beginning. Well, first, another girl was into him. Da, da, da. Whoa, hold on. That girl that she's talking about was into somebody else, and I put her on with him. So they were talking. So we can cut her out of the whole thing. And that would have probably nuked some of her reasons in the beginning into her coming back like, okay, well, I guess Sam, just to kind of get him out there. And then she would repeat to you in her head, yes, I got to say this, but now I know, my bad. She was into another guy, so that was my fault.
Well, no, I could kind of see how you're saying that like I wasn't into you as like with the whole like trying to be one-on-one thing and stuff like that. But it's like
Well, maybe she was into him too still. You know what I mean? So
I don't. I think that's like a very minuscule
Well,
thing. I feel
I'm tripping. My bad. Keep pausing it. He was into her, so for her that looked a certain way. She didn't know that, so.
like we still could have had a great time, and I feel like that, and talking about, and like I said, I've already tried to clear that up. I'm a fan of the show. I thought it was exciting to be on it, experience it, and yeah, I don't. I don't see the super correlation of how a dating show could blow me up I didn't sing. I did. It was, I touched on that part a little bit.
Mhm.
I was really on there looking for a potential,
It don't matter if you ain't sing or not. People gonna be talking. They're gonna go to your profile. Girls gonna like how you look. They're gonna be like, "What does he do?" He sings, and then all of a sudden you get popping off. They be like, "Who is this dude? What's this song? This song hard. Oh, this is blah 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 blah." It's like, "Oh, how you find out about him?" I popped up balloon. I thought he looked fine. I just went and checked out his profile. He got some good music. Come on now.
companionship of some sort, whether you call it love or whatever.
Okay,
So
okay, I respect that. So I wanted to say something about what you just stated. After watching the show and seeing the way you were engaging, you even use the same type of wording that you use with me. Like I feel like you was talking. I feel like that was for me. You use that same thing. So I'm not saying this to
Huh.
you.
what do you mean?
You said the same thing to the first girl. You said the same thing to the first girl. Like I feel like you were talking to me, and you said that same line when it came to me. And I wasn't the only one that felt that. After I saw that, I'm not gonna even lie, Arlette. I was quite embarrassed. I was like, I wish I would have saw this because had I known that you were moving in that way of flirtatious, I understand, Jesse. I
Why
understand that.
can't I flirt? Why can't I
Why can't?
flirt? Like
Okay.
what?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. We've all seen this show and have said that about certain people. This person wouldn't have matched with this person if they saw what they did with the other three people before. This happens all the time. And as we see on some catch ups, they go, yeah, I actually saw, I saw her on the show. I saw her other segments, before I picked her, and then I just didn't like what I saw. You were very disrespectful to people, and that just kind of rubbed me off on me the wrong way. So I decided to call. And sometimes this is before they even get to the first date. And then they be like on the catch up, you guys didn't go on a date. Well, because I saw the fuck this dude or this woman was acting like, and it just threw me off. So I didn't even want to go through with the first date.
when I talk. When you talk, I listen. I listen.
All right, we'll let you go, Monet.
It's
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
it's
I'm
not
tripping.
about flirting, but after I saw how you behaved throughout the entire show, the snippet when I was there, I personally think you were more mellow. But when I see the other clips, you stepping out, you making yourself known. I don't like my man loud, and you were very loud. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but
I was not loud.
loud as attention. That's what I mean. Like you.
I just okay.
She keep trying to cover it and soft cover it. No, we're not doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, there is. On your end, there's something wrong with that. I don't like my man loud. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't like it, but there's nothing wrong with it. No. That means there's something wrong with it.
And there's nothing wrong. I'm just saying what my preference is. So when I went off that, maybe I did go based off looks. Our lineup compared to that lineup, yes, you were very attractive. You was the best looking man. You were well put. I like how you flirt. I'm a big flirt. Like everybody said, the energy that they felt, that we felt, maybe it was sexual.
So what is your complaint about what he said to you earlier, if the vibes are going off that, and you're going off his straight, you were the best looking guy there. So is you saying you kind of did the same thing just now? All right, man.
And I got that after hearing the remarks, after hearing what you was doing, after seeing how you just wasn't interested, but interested in my physical. And that's fine. And that's how I will end it.
So now my
Sure.
question for you
Okay.
guys. So after everyone went out, that's the end of that night. So the next day there was no communication, nothing. That was it. She didn't come out, and then you guys didn't talk again.
Well, no, I mean, I think like I shot her like a message when I was on the way back because it was like a 6 hour drive back to LA. So I shot her a message, and I think she texted me back. It was just like, and then so since I got back, yeah, it's been really busy and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, like I
No, that means there's been no communication.
personally was kind of like really turned off to the fact that she didn't, you know, come out so I feel like it was a lack of communication, and then
Miscommunication.
now I'm seeing the things that the way she feels. I can see through her lens because I like to try to put myself in other people's shoes, so I
Mm-hmm.
respect it. I'm not gonna argue with it. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, sorry, yeah, I texted her, she texted me back. But
And that
it
was it.
hasn't, the communication hasn't been like amazing.
Okay. Okay. And I'm guessing Monet, because that's after you saw the show. You were kind of like, I'm not replying. Is that what it was?
No, I did. I responded. He texted back the next
Okay.
day and let me know that he was just hitting the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him safe travels. Let me know when you make it. I think I said that, but I didn't get a respond back. I did get a respond back from Jesse when our episode dropped, and I was like, oh, okay. And I feel like we could have communicated better, but then I also felt like
Really?
I'm not gonna force it. Like seeing
You forcing it? You the one that cut it up?
things, it's just like he have a lot going on as well in his life and where
Mm-hmm.
he's focused on, and I'm not the type to chase after a man that I just don't feel like is interested.
What? Okay, now I'm getting different signals. You're the one that shut him off, right? Who sent the last text message to who? And what did it say exactly? Y'all got your phones right here. Like, what's going on? Well, are y'all streaming off your phones? Nah, I don't know.
Man. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I felt like she wasn't interested, that night. So it's kind of just
She
like,
said she wasn't. She was.
you know, uh, maybe
Am I fucking crazy, girl? I don't know.
maybe she was right about the energy. Maybe it was
It was
just
robust. It was based off that, and then I feel like when it comes down to me dating, I like a leader. Like I feel like you weren't leading me
how was I not leading? It
because you
was just
didn't.
we spent 10 minutes
Yeah, it was
in the
nothing.
back afterwards. Everybody was just trying to find like something to do. I really like, hey, listen, you can call me. I know I might get cooked for this, people in the
uh-oh.
but like y'all. I don't see anything wrong. If I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing. Like
And
I would
that's
still
I
try to go
love about
out. Like I had a great time. I think we would have had a great time too. Like I don't see like I like everybody they came up to us asking, be like, "Yo, what y'all about to do?" Da, 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 da. Like I think that's normal. Like I watch dating shows. Like I feel like we could have split off and got, what I'm saying, had our little date, little
but
nightcap thing.
it could have been said too, and it could have been put Monet first because
He said nightcap at the end of the night, nigga. No, she wants to off break, nigga, the whole night.
Monet's the match, then the group. Like I don't care about it.
I was
I
messaging
didn't
you
come
though.
here.
I was texting you though. I was trying to figure out when you were coming. You said leaving in 20 minutes. You didn't. You were. Then it was an hour goes by. Before she left, she said she.
Homegirl, tell him I wanted to hang out with you, not them. You said it in a detailed way, but now you gotta say it straight up. I didn't want to hang out with them. I just wanted to hang out with both of us, and you wanted to hang out with them, and I didn't want to do that. So I called it quits, and you was into another chick. So that's that. And that kind of doesn't go with what, like a couple minutes ago when she was just like, I wasn't gonna try to force it, I could have, it could have been better. It could have been better. No, this whole time you made the whole framework around it seem like you didn't want nothing to do with him at all. Now you're kind of putting out there that you had thoughts of reconciling with dude and reaching out to him. Then you're just like, I'm not gonna force it because he might not want me anyway. you don't want me anyway. And Arlette, you could have said, well, now knowing that the girl that you thought he wanted actually wanted another person, and he put those two together, them two together, would you think if you would have known that, would you have felt even like kind of like, better to reach out knowing that he wasn't like that girl, him and the girl weren't really communicating and she was with another guy? You know what I mean?
Was going home. She said she was going to change, and then
Mhm.
like I got we both have the messages. Like I mean, I wish I could go back and like it was just like understood that we were about to meet up like as a group, but
Okay.
obviously we just matched. Like I feel like it doesn't. Maybe it needs to be spoken. Maybe I do need to.
So it was a kind of ghost. She kind of played you for a fool a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and change. My house is not too far from here. I don't want to be in the same clothes that I was in on the show. And then all of a sudden she goes, "Nah, I'm not going." Damn, has that happened to everybody before? Somebody get somewhere, or you do this? Nah, yeah. I'm gonna go home and do a couple things real quick, then I'll come back out. Then you get home, you be at home for 15 minutes. Nah, I don't think I can make it. I'm good. That's what she did to him. Damn.
Work on my leadership skills. I don't know.
No, or maybe I'm not sure if you watch like the catch ups or anything, but I don't think I ever heard anyone do a catch up like, oh yeah, we went out with the group. Like I didn't come here to hang out.
Ma'am, that's happened on a billion catch-ups. I don't know what the hell catch-ups you was watching. You might have watched one or two. That's happened all the time.
I can hang
Mhm.
out
But it
all
also
the time.
it also was very late.
I
It
don't
also
care.
was
You
very
know how many things are open? You could have communicated that. You never use that for an excuse. If it was very late, how was something open for us to go as a group? How was something
No, that's
still
what I'm
open?
saying. That's what I'm saying. It was very the only thing that was left to do was to go out and to go
We
out.
could have
That
ate. It was still restaurants open.
That's what I mean. Like there was a miscommunication. Like
we
I
talked
think
about it. Everybody talked about going out. That's what I'm saying.
That's the part. She doesn't want the everybody. I don't think he's getting that. Or unless he's trying to gaslight her or some shit. This is getting annoying. Homegirl, you're not saying what you need to say. Tell this nigga, everybody, fuck everybody. I don't care. You might as well just cuss to say that.
Okay,
That's why
so
I'm
Jesse, so I have a question. When you came on this show, were you looking forward to hanging with them? Like, because
well. I didn't know if I was gonna get a match.
you had a
no,
match
if
and you
you did get a match,
Jesse, it sounds like you wanted to hang with them niggas.
was your goal to
Wait, I
go
thought you
out
no.
with the
She's no.
match
The
or
words that
with the
she's
group?
over here doing all this stuff. She said when you came on the show, were you looking forward to hanging with them? That's all she
Yeah,
said.
like the group or your match if you match. That's what she means.
Oh,
Like
I thought she said like
who.
hanging with them. Your match. Okay. I, I mean, obviously, I was like, if I got a match, I was just gonna obviously want to hang out with the match. But the way that the things happened naturally afterwards, 10 minutes afterwards, was us talking. People interrupted and said, "Yo, what y'all doing?" And it just naturally happened to us going
Then
out.
tell him me and her about to go do something. What are y'all about to do? You didn't even say that shit.
I can't say like that's just what happened, and I just don't understand how it's not understood.
All right, dog. In this, Arlette, just close the cap on this shit.
But like that's what happened.
Everybody land your goddamn jets and planes.
I
then
mean, like
and also I got an email late at night about 12:51
Email.
from
email.
someone that was at Pop the Balloon. Maybe she was backstage. It was a friend back there. She emailed me and let me know how you was just very flirtatious with her and
Man, this is fake, bro. It's fake news.
It
Don't
was
don't.
your friend, Monet?
no, it was
Or
someone brung a plus one. And that was the girl who they
okay.
was
Oh no, me and the girl. Oh my God, no. Me and this girl got into an argument. A girl that was brought and that was sitting there because she just like everybody, every dude, everything that kept going on, like while it was being filmed, she just kept making comments and stuff.
Who brought? Oh, somebody else brung a random chick in there.
And then the same girl that I was sitting beside, now y'all are friends. Whenever we were talking and me and her got into the exchange, you was on my side being like, hey, when no girl was tripping. So what you talking about?
I don't know.
Like,
I didn't talk to no girls. I want to keep cat
What?
with no girls.
but I know the girl that you talking
Oh,
about
I don't
because it was
know.
the
That's the thing. When I saw the email, I was just like,
if it was the plus one, there was only one plus one.
okay,
And that
well,
girl, I'm not a mean person, but I don't want to call that girl a name, but she was not an attractive girl.
well,
She's
she
she was
got
the one that wasn't on the dating show. She can't find love. Clearly, she was the plus one.
All
She
right.
was salty.
okay. Well, I just wanted to
So you
mention
got
that. And
So okay, so a bunch of girls threw salt in your game, and I was saying, oh, he's this, that, and the third. He's into the other girl. I guess the other girls didn't see that the other girl was into the other dude in the pink or whatever they was talking about earlier. Now you got another random girl throwing salt in the game. So everybody throwing salt in your shit.
And I just wanted to make sure I mentioned everything on why it was a lack of communication on my end. And I wouldn't necessarily say it was a lack of communication, but more of an awareness of it's not for me. It's just not for me.
So just to kind of like wrap this up, any final thoughts, any final words, anything you want to say that you didn't get a chance to say, anything at all?
Hey, I just I wish you the best. You know, there's just a miscommunication. I feel like there's a lot of third parties coming in on this, like talking about sat down, the girl saying wrong choice, then you talking about you getting an email.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Yeah,
of
what type of shit is that?
different things, and I have no idea where that came from. And yeah, but it's fine if you feel the way you feel.
You know what's crazy? A lot of girls that would throw her off her game are the same girls that will go back to this dude and smash him behind her back anyway. And now you just left out there sitting in the dust. I mean, she said that's what she didn't want anyway, but at the same time, that's what be happening.
Like I said, I wish you the
I just threw
best,
that out
and
there.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Monet,
appreciate that.
any final
Yes,
words?
final words for me. I want to ask Jesse, what was your hesitation when Arlette asked if this is a match? Why were you hesitant? Because I
Yeah,
actually
and
saw
I've
the
noticed that
video and
I've
I was like, the old me would have popped off the strength that you
hey
was
look
hesitant. And then when I saw how you
look
was behaving, I was even more sad about myself. But it's okay.
look look. The reason I was hesitant, I feel like it is because it things did happen quickly. I wanted to know more. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted before knew that was gonna come to this. I was like, I get a match. I'm gonna have to do the follow. Instead of like I don't
So I can say this. I don't know. He sounds a little stuttery now. I don't know where he's going with this, but I can say this. A lot of times there's been times where somebody will match with somebody and it'll be the last person that has their balloon. If you match with a person and it's the person that has their balloon last and you barely talk to them. If everybody pops their balloon quick, yo, why'd you pop? 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 You get down to the last person and you don't even really have a chance. You ask them like maybe 2 or 3 questions, and that's not enough. They be like, "Well, is this a match?" I guess so. That's why every time somebody matches on these shows, whatever Pop the Balloon show I'm watching, I go, "Hey, this is this is a maybe." Every time they're just maybes, potentials. It's like Pop the Balloon or find potential. Because sometimes it's like, yo, off of 3 or 4 questions from standing up in front of these cameras, I'm not really gonna know anything really, really, really about you unless we go on a real date. So I got to match with you to get a date. It's like you have to be interested enough in a person to go on a date with them. Pop the balloon or find a first date. That's pretty much what it is.
know if we were.
That could turn into love.
So that's why I was asking questions. That's why I was like, I feel like that's a normal thing. Like before you take a step in any relationship towards anything, you need to know. And I didn't know. Nothing against you. That's just how I am. That's why I kept being like trying to just ask you the 4 questions I asked or whatever questions. And then when she asked me, I was like, because I was just processing it. That's just it. Um, that's it.
No, I understand everything. I understand everything. I appreciate it. It was
Right.
fun being on the show and having us. So thank you. And it
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
for
thank you
sure.
guys. Thank you both for coming on and thank you
yeah.
for joining us here today as well. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in.
All right. Well, yeah, y'all need to get it together. You'll think you'll be all right. You gotta come with intentions next time, my guy. You, yeah, it's easy to get in your ear and get and tell you something about somebody, and you'll believe anything. homegirl, you'll believe anything. So it's easy for girls to come and manipulate you without you going to the actual source. So now we know one thing about you is that you'll just go off of what somebody says, not have the heart to go to the actual source and ask the real questions, like get to the bottom of things so you know full context. Instead, you just cut people off and just dip. If that's the thing you do, hopefully is that a toxic trait? I don't know.